So Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was revealed, and I basically have the same feeling as with the Ghost reveal. That is, no feelings at all really. And when Ghost got released, it was worse than I ever expected it to be. I hated that game. I still hate that game actually. So I really hope that Infinity Ward can redeem themselves with Infinite Warfare. But again, I have zero expectations for it. Looking at the trailer, I really just think of Titanfall and Advanced Warfare. Now they probably won't go full Advanced Warfare on us. That is, fucking annoying exo jumps everywhere. But they will probably copy some of the movement from Black Ops 3. Now, some people might be disappointed about this. There were a lot of people who wanted boots on the ground for this one. But the last game that had boots on the ground was Ghosts. And we all know how good that game was, yeah? Now that doesn't mean that Call of Duty with boots on the ground can't exist. But it sure as hell should not be Infinity Ward who should do it. But then again, this is all campaign footage, so nothing is said yet to the multiplayer. We'll have to wait until E3 to see all that. So it could still be without advanced movement in the multiplayer. They also removed the co-op from the campaign, which I think is good, since Black Ops 3 really was dragged down by the co-op focus. It made that game incredibly boring. So yeah, that's actually a step forward instead of backwards. And apparently there's gonna be a zombie mode as well, which I don't think is a good idea. I mean, why does every Call of Duty have to have a zombie mode anyway? Couldn't they just switch it up every year, like they did before? But now Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare are all having zombie modes. It was a lot better when Infinite Warfare had Spec Ops. That mode was fucking fun. I don't really know what Sledgehammer could do, but they could figure out something instead of just copying Treyarch. Okay, now I've rambled on for about a minute, so here's the main point of this video. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. I am so glad this game was announced. Modern Warfare was the first Call of Duty game I ever owned myself. So I have a lot of nostalgia for that game, and so do many others. But you have to buy Infinite Warfare to get it. And on top of that, you have to pay $20 more. There's no standalone release, at least not yet. So you're paying $80 for a game you don't want to get a game you do want. That's fucking ridiculous. Now, maybe that's a bit hyperbolic. There are probably people who are excited for Infinite Warfare. But I think the majority of people just want the COD 4 remaster, and Activision knows it. Since Ghost got released with less than stellar reviews and sales, they needed to get away from that series and make a new one. However, since Infinity Ward's reputation is already tainted, they needed something to get anyone to buy their new game. So they had to hold the Modern Warfare remaster to get anyone to buy it. That is literally the only reason I can think of. It's an asshole move to be sure, but it's still pretty damn clever. Oh yeah, and then there's the fucking supply drops, which they 100% will add to Infinite Warfare. We can't really do much about that, but if they add that shit to COD 4, I'm gonna be super fucking pissed. That shit doesn't belong to a classic game like that. But I kinda have the feeling that they will try to do it. But I really hope I'm wrong. I also think they should rebalance some of the perks in COD 4, like stopping power and double tap for example. And they should probably remove eavesdrop since nobody uses game chat anymore anyway. And also Motherdom and Last Stand for obvious reasons. And also there's only gonna be 10 maps. In the original release without the DLC and Window Crash there was about 15. Then again, some maps were better than others. I mean, I wouldn't really be mad if they removed Downpour. But there weren't really any bad maps actually. Most maps were either good or great. The COD maps nowadays are either shit or sort of playable. But back then, it was a lot better. But it's gonna be pretty damn good to play COD 4 without the fucking hackers. That shit was fucking ridiculous back then. Or still is actually. There's still a lot of people hacking in that game. It's a lot worse in World at War, but it's still bad in COD 4. I really do hope the COD 4 remaster is gonna be great. I just hope that they won't modernize it too much. You know, with the supply drops and MLG focus and shit. I mean, it's really hard to fuck this up. So I really hope they won't. Anyway, that's what I had. Thanks for watching my video, and I'm out.